Go. So this is one of my favorite days of teaching because I see Caroline has a lot of money that she's going to give me as a tip for today. All right. So this is problem number 193 from the workout number 3 in the handbook from 2018-2019. So how many triangles of any size are in the figure shown here? So we're gonna organize this data in such a way because it's really easy to miss one of the triangles. Really, really easy. So let's start with the most obvious. We can have a triangle that has one side length of 1, right? So how many triangles have a side length of 1? 32. 32. And if that's not correct, I blame my students. It's a healthy way to do things. So just to double check, there are 16 squares in this, and then each square has 2. 16 times 2 is 32. All right. So then the next question is, how many of a length of 2? So in other words, we're looking at this triangle right here. 18. So 18. How do you get 18? So let's go ahead and do this together. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then if you flip it over again, you'll get 9 more, right? So that's 18. All right. Obviously, I have a major technological advantage over you with the board. But
yeah, a little bit.
So then the next one has to have a side length of 3. So for a side length of 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then all the opposites, right? So 4 times 2 is 8.
Is there any sort of pattern with the numbers?
No. If only. That would be helpful. That's
So this is truly the easiest way to do it. This is truly the easiest way to do it.
Anytime I have one of these problems, I'm going to do the side.
Yeah, and that's how you set it up, right? So you find increasing sizes of shapes.
Are they all right? I was wrong.
There are no triangles that are not right in this case. All right, so then if you have a side length of 4, how many do you have? 2. When you add them up, you get
60. Wait, one thing I noticed with this is the difference between 32 and 18 is 14. The difference between 18 and 8 is 10, and 8 and 2 is 6. So 14 is 4 more than 10, which in turn is 4 more than 6. I don't know if that makes sense to you all.
Okay, so hold on a second. Let's look at this. So the difference here is, what did you say it was?
14.
What's the difference here?
10.
What's the difference here?
6.
What's the difference here?
Quadratic.
So this is in fact a quadratic relationship. So yes, there is a pattern. I misspoke.
And then the next.
Now
How do you know it's quadratic?
I know it's quadratic because it has a constant second difference.
But what about with the 0? Like would it be like that only goes 2 times?
So
It only has 2 like times where it has 4.
that is true. You are right. But at this point, this is enough for me to say it's quadratic. I would feel better if I had another one.
So how would you solve it using quadratics?
Well, you would not solve it using quadratics. Solving it with the shape and figuring out that pattern would be the fastest way.
I'm sorry, children, for extending your video.
Yeah, this is all Alex's fault. Please comment how much you're upset about Alex making this video longer. All right, so let's take a look at the next problem. Now this one is purely linear, which makes life pretty easy. All right, so Rex reads a novel at a constant rate while Ren writes a report at a constant rate. Rex finishes 313 of his novel, 300 pages, finishes page 313 of his novel at the same time Ren finishes page 5 of her report. Rex later finishes page 409 of his novel when Ren finishes page 9 of her report. What page of his novel will Rex finish when Ren finishes page 12 of her report? I'm tired of talking. Does somebody else want to do this one?
How long?
Gavin, you got this right.
I did get it right, okay.
All right, so here we go. Please welcome Gavin.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go, Gavin. This is your YouTube immortality right here.
Let's go.
You'll be on the internet forever, Gavin.
So how did you go about doing this problem?
So the difference between 409
And you gotta talk real loud.
and 313 is 96. And if Ren did 4 pages, 9 minus 5 is 4. And you do 96 divided by 4, which is 24. And then if you do 24 times 3, because she's gonna do 3 more pages to get to 1272, you add 409 and 72 and get 481.
Here you go, right here.